Hey guys, welcome everyone to the Drip Geeb podcast episode 2. We are recording this podcast live over on youtube.com/dripmediagaming. If you want to check out that live stream, make sure to head over to Drip's YouTube every Friday at 9:30 Eastern Time. If you want to listen to the audio version of this podcast, make sure to search Drip Geeb anywhere you can find a podcast, including YouTube. Now, with that being said, Drip!
Hey!
Hey, how you
What's
doing,
up,
man? How you doing?
I'm great. Glad to be back for episode 2, which is actually episode 3, but
Yeah.
it's just the way things work.
No, it's episode 2, but it's the third episode. If that makes any sense.
Yes. I'm actually very excited for tonight because we're talking a ton about Zelda.
Oh yeah, me too.
We have other things to talk about first, but before we get to any of those things, I want to know, as always, tell me some interesting things that have happened to you this week.
Man, interesting things with me. You know what? Not too much interesting.
Nothing
that interesting.
I mean, I'm having issues, man. Like bad issues.
Yeah. Tell us all about it, because I know you got some stuff to tell us.
So it's happening. I have severe pollen allergies, and it's happening. It took a lot longer this year, but I finally went earlier and got some medicine. This Flonase, I don't know if you guys don't know what this is, you have allergy problems. This is it. This is it right here. Not a sponsor yet. That's the only stuff that works for me. But man, there was a point this morning where I couldn't even see. I couldn't even stand up because I couldn't function because my eyes were just watering so bad and I was sneezing. I couldn't do anything. It was so bad. I finally got that under control. But it started. I've been working. I guess this is kind of an update on what I've been doing.
Yeah, man.
Like I said last week, I was working at my mom's, building the stuff for the kids.
Right.
It's mostly done. The little playground area is done. I flattened out a giant piece of her backyard with like construction equipment. I'm not gonna lie, that was a ton of fun. That is most of what I've been doing. It's crazy because like the only video stuff that I've done this week, I've gone into the studio at like midnight and just recorded and then left. I haven't been there at all. I've just been doing a lot of outside stuff, but
yeah,
the allergies are really getting to me right now.
You didn't mention my favorite part of all this work you're doing. How exactly did you flatten out that backyard?
Oh, I had a bobcat, a piece of heavy equipment, and
man.
I dug holes with it. It was amazing. It was so much fun.
Maybe you'll Drip will throw that picture in the Discord that he sent to me of the bobcat.
Well, I'm going
sick.
tomorrow morning again, of course.
Of course.
I'm going tomorrow morning to finish this up. I've got 4 tons of gravel being delivered that I'm gonna actually flatten this whole area out once and for all with. Then she's putting her pool up there, for the kids.
Yeah.
For the kids.
For the kids, absolutely.
Yeah. She's like, it's for your kids. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So nobody's allowed to use it until they're here. That's it. It's locked up unless they're here, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll send some pictures. Yeah, I'll definitely put some pictures in there.
Yeah, it was funny because we did a little podcast prep earlier in the afternoon, and I come on, and I'm actually a lot less stuffy than I was earlier. Although if you guys in the audio, you probably can still hear a little bit of nasal stuff going on. That's because I still got a little bit of a head cold going on. But you came in, and I thought you were gonna pass out dead.
I was having an allergy attack. It was that is what an allergy attack looks like. I was losing it for a minute. It gets to the point where it's like I can't even talk about anything else. I couldn't do anything else except just try to it's a mess.
I was worried for you, man. But the two of us over here are like snotting it up over here, and it's just
I was a little worried about what this was going to sound like. Yeah, and it seems like we've come a long way since earlier.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, I'm totally. I feel even better too. I'm sure you do too as well.
This stuff right here, man. This is it.
Flonase.
This is it.
I forget what I use.
One.
Yeah. I use
you only have to use it once.
I use a whatchamacallit, like a doctor's prescribed one that it's actually for Abby. But I used to have that prescription, but I don't anymore. But now I'm using it because Abby says extras. It was a whole thing, but it's nothing too special. It's just that prescribed, the same thing as Flonase.
Yeah.
But also we're this week, guys, for our beginning intros here. Before we get to what we're playing, we're gonna do a little new segment.
Actually, no. Let's save that. Let's save that till a little bit later. I want to save it.
I'm already drinking it, so I mean, they've seen it a couple times already.
Okay, all right, we'll do it now.
Gotta do it now. Gotta do it now. Guys, the segment is, what are you drinking? And tonight, Drip and I have special beers that we haven't shared with each other yet. So we're gonna go ahead and share. Oh wait, because you're not finished your beer yet. That's why you're finishing your Busch.
That's not why. That's not why. But
is it a good? Should we wait?
No, we can get into. I just wanted to get into the other stuff, but we can do this. It doesn't matter. It's all good.
All right. So what are you drinking, Chris?
Well, at the moment, it's Busch Light. So go ahead with yours first. I'm very interested. You said I would be very interested in this one.
Yeah.
I have them here, but it's a whole thing. Now, before you get into that, this is what I was talking about. The people who actually came to the Friday night streams I used to do before Geeb Night started, I always had a beer of the week, which we'll probably end up calling this beer of the week or something like that. But I'm really glad we're bringing it back here. Anyway, go ahead. I can't wait to hear what yours is.
So I'm at the beer store today, and I had a really lovely conversation with the guy who sold me the beer. And it was also weird too because he wasn't wearing a mask. And my first instinct was to like get mad, but then I'm like, well, I mean, he could be vaccinated, and it's actually totally fine.
Yeah.
But anyway,
you can't get mad anymore.
No, it was besides the point. That what I'm drinking here is a Chicago brewed beer, and I'm not surprised. And it's pretty obvious why it's Chicago brewed, and I'll show you that picture in a second. But it's called Bleacher Bum Peach Blonde Ale. Are you familiar?
I'm not, but I like the name.
Oh yeah, you're gonna love this as well, right there. Can you tell me who that sir is?
God,
do you know who that is?
No, I can't because it's pixelated.
Ah man, well it's I'm pretty sure this is a Mike Ditka or like stereotypical Chicago. Don't you know? I got the Chicago Bears, the Bears, the Super Bowl Shuffle.
Oh, that's awesome. The Bears.
It's actually really good.
Great.
It's an ale, and it's definitely got a peach flavor to it, which is absolutely delicious.
Oh, that's nice. That's kind of like what I had last. The one I had last week wasn't. It said it was an ale, but it was like, man, it was hard peach. It was very hard peach. So I have something completely different. Do they have any sayings, any fun things on yours? Any descriptions?
Spiteful Brew. Oh, that's just the name of the brewery, I imagine. Spiteful Brewing. That's probably the name of the brewery. Nope, no, nothing special. Just nothing special. This is the something special. This Mike Ditka style artwork on the can.
Oh
is
yeah,
fantastic.
I mean that's really nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice. So mine is something. Okay, so I saw this, and it was. Remember earlier when I told you it was 86 degrees out? I actually went back out, and it was not 86. It was 91.
Oh man!
I was like, this is amazing. I was like, we're here. We're here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The good weather's here. The pollen's here as well, but that'll be gone soon.
Yes.
So I was like, I want something that just says summer. I need something summery, and I haven't even tried this yet. So this is the Flamingo Fruit Fight.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, put it closer.
Get my face out of there. Oh, there it is.
There you go. Well, it's delicious looking.
I mean, look at the cap is absolutely beautiful, man. It's got a flamingo. Like, I want to keep the cap. It's very nice.
Yeah.
So it's a tart ale brewed with passion fruit and lime.
Ooh, passion fruit.
I know, like, it sounds fancy, right?
Yeah.
Might be a little too fancy. And it says this refreshingly tart beer started when two flamingos walked into a bar. You wouldn't believe what happened next. And that's as far as it goes.
I feel like I would believe it because you're holding it and you're drinking it.
I would believe it. I want to hear the rest of the story.
I
don't have a bottle opener down here, so I'm about to use the stand that came with this microphone.
We're gonna keep it PG
to try to
here.
Open this bottle.
We're gonna keep it PG, but are you drinking something that is the fluid of something? You know?
Oh my God!
So, I mean, they pretty much wrote it on the bottle. I mean, I'm not too far off base there.
Well, no, it's a fight. They're fighting.
Oh, they're fight. Yeah. They're fighting. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So.
Yeah.
They're fighting. Yeah, it's just fighting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Okay, I'm gonna taste it. This is first taste.
Here you go. Drink it up. I'll go ahead and.
It smells. God, it smells like champagne.
Oh man, I'm gonna play by play this. So he's taking his sip right now. That bottle is going right down the throat there. I mean, not the bottle.
Oh
The drink.
my.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's a good reaction, guys. His face is.
Let me
it's
tell
good
you
reaction.
something right now. That is absolutely fantastic.
Oh,
Holy crap.
What's the
good.
notes? Give us the notes. What is it?
Okay, like coming in.
Okay.
Oh my God, coming in. It's it gives you that lime right after the your initial like I'm drinking a beer flavor. It hits you in the back with lime really hard. But I mean, I get this is the passion fruit flavor is in the end, but that's not what passion fruit tastes like. But that's what it is. That the other flavor. Whatever this is flavored with, I can tell you it's not natural, but they mixed it to make it taste right and all good with the beer. They mixed it it's not too overpowering. It's got a nice crisp finish. It's easy drinking. I could take this out on the back porch in the middle of the day and have a few and really enjoy myself with those. They're really good. I'm probably going to drink more than one of these as we do this, but this I'm into this. We can keep on going here.
I got 2 Mike Ditkas ready to go, so we're ready to go.
I have a few of these sitting here, but they don't fit in my small refrigerator. Bottles won't stand in the refrigerator. You can only put one in sideways, so it is what it is. All
right, so we want to move on here.
Yeah, we can move on to what are you playing? Because I'll go ahead and start. Actually, I'm playing nothing. I have not had time to play anything this week. I've been on a tractor. Literally just #farm life, man. just me on a tractor. So you can pretty much skip me for this week. Anytime I've streamed, that's what I've been playing. So what did we do? We streamed Pokemon Snap. Then we streamed me editing Pokemon Snap photos. And then Tuesday was what? Breath of the Wild. And we didn't leave Kakariko Village.
You didn't. That was funny.
Did not leave Kakariko Village for what, 2 hours?
Yeah, 2 hours. It was a chill stream.
It was fun, though. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was a really fun. I thought I had a really good time. I didn't even realize that I hadn't left till like later in the stream. I was like, oh my God, I haven't done anything.
I have an incredibly bad memory. It's kind of laughable, but as far as what I know I've been playing, you're gonna be surprised. I picked up for the first time in months Animal Crossing, like legitimately played it for about 45 minutes to an hour.
And I have to say, I did do the same earlier this week. I went back to my island earlier this week. I forgot about that. I did do that too.
I enjoyed it. I think it's the summer. It's got to be like it's. I love summer going into fall. The way we did that with last year with the Halloween stuff, which we got to do again this year. That was a blast.
Oh, dude, 100% Halloween party on my island. It's happening.
Yeah, maybe maybe Drip and Geeb's island potentially because Abby's got something. Because Abby and I share an island now, so we can do a double. Twice as many people could come hang out. It'd be awesome.
Oh my God, yeah, they could just keep coming. Oh my God, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. We'll talk about. Yeah, we got a long time. We'll talk about that.
Yeah. Okay.
So other than Animal Crossing.
Yeah. And I played a little bit of Starlink. Haven't played that as much as I wanted to, but I did mention that last week's
Are you having fun with that?
Yeah, it's not like as much fun as I was hoping, but see, that's why I didn't buy it at full price. I bought it cheap, and I didn't think I wasn't gonna love it like a full price game. That's probably why I didn't get it in the first place. But as a very inexpensive game at the moment, it's loads of fun, and I could pick it up for 45 minutes and not play for a week, and I'm totally fine with that. Like,
and it's the type of game where the gameplay it's not challenging enough and it's not weird. Like you can put that down for a while and come straight back into it and be fine. Like, there's some games you put down for a while and you come back in, you're so far into it. If you're not up on those controls, like you're going to be in trouble. This isn't one of those games. So
I love the Star Fox style where you roll to the left, you roll to the right, you shoot.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so good.
It's good, man.
It's so good.
It is good.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I did stream Hyrule Warriors, even though I didn't play it. We were watching the Breath of the Wild movie, as I called it, and that was a blast. We only got halfway through.
Yeah, that was the night that I was trying to go down to record a video. And I have this problem with your stream sometimes, and I don't know what it is. It may be because I'm off of Wi-Fi or something. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but sometimes I'll go and it's just a black screen and it will not. I can see chat. I can see everything that's going on except what you're doing.
Yeah.
I got to figure that out because it's happened twice now. It's happened twice.
Man. So yeah, I mean, I'm not really playing much other than that. But yeah, we can get right into it if you'd like to, sir. We have a good little bit to talk about tonight as far as the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo are concerned.
Yeah. I mean, games. We got releases today.
Yeah.
We got a new Switch today.
We did. We absolutely did. We can start with though the Nintendo Online service if you would like.
Yeah, let's start there because I have. Ooh, saved it right there. Almost said a dirty word.
Yeah,
can't do that.
Can't do that.
I have some stuff to say about that Switch, but yeah, let's start with the new. Let's start with the new Nintendo Switch Online games because wow, they're just really delivering us some gems here. Now I won't make so much fun of this one because I know Geeb has a feeling. He's got feelings towards this game here. Him and his brother, I know, used to play this game together.
Well, it's not like it's not like it's memories. It like literally recent
memories.
Recent. No.
Memories. Oh no, it's memories.
Okay, recent
and
memories.
He's very. It's right here.
That game is Joe and Mac. For those of you listening, that's
yes,
the game.
Joe and Mac. I won't make fun of Joe and Mac, but Joe and Mac 2 was already on the service. Right?
Yes.
That's the one we played that night when we streamed, right? It was 2?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. I don't know. The rest of the games, I don't even remember what they are. I literally don't remember what they are, and every single one of them that I saw, I was like, I'll never play that. I'll never play that. I'll never play that. Like, why are they even doing this anymore? What's the point?
That I don't know. I don't know.
I really don't understand, like, because it's not like they're out of games. No. That's the thing. There's games like what's one? I know one people really the Mario RPG from Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Where's that?
I know.
There's so many good games that they could put on there.
This Spanky's Quest game.
There's some light.
This Spanky's Quest. It looks stupid. It looks so stupid.
Now let me say they really were walking the line with the name of this game.
Spanky. What do you mean?
And he's a little monkey. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. So
we got Joe and Mac. We got Spanky's Quest, and we got next up here I believe this is an NES game. I think this one here, Super Baseball Simulator 1000. I did hear. Now I didn't grow up with these systems. I was alive when they were out, but I did not grow up with them. So all these are new to me. But I heard that there's a better baseball game that did not come to the Switch. Or sorry, that did not come to the service, and they chose this one instead. Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball or whatever it's called exactly.
Oh yeah. Like I didn't play much of those, but they were back then. Yeah, man, that was like those were the ones.
Why did they? I mean, licensing is possible. That's why they couldn't get it for.
Yeah, I'm sure there's something.
Figure it out. They had it's money and they have it. So why didn't they do it? You know what I mean? Like
that's the thing. It makes me, here's the thing. It makes me think that this stuff going there, the rest of it, is because we are probably going to get the virtual console. I think they're going to start selling these games individually just on the eShop. And I think that they're not trying to load it all up in there. I think they're trying to, because I think you're still going to be able to go and get, Link to the Past for what, $4, whatever it is, or this game for $4 once they release this thing. But I think they're trying to just put enough into this to where it's like, oh yeah, look at this nice incentive. Plus you get your online stuff, but not enough to be like, well, I can just get this and not have to buy any of those games once they release. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think this kind of shows that the fact that they're not putting some of this stuff on here is like, you're clearly holding this back. And at this point, we haven't seen any other systems added. We haven't had 64, which I don't know. I mean, that would be great. That'd be great. I don't see it happening at this point. No. I don't think we're getting 64. No. And I don't think a lot of people are saying Game Boy Advanced, something like that. But I don't think we're getting that either, honestly.
I would be the most disappointed person if we did not get Game Boy Advance. Like that was my Nintendo
I don't
console
know,
as a
man.
kid. That was my console. That was the console I had and I played some games on. Not too many, but I had it and I have nostalgia for that. If we don't get Game Boy Advance or even just Game Boy in general, because I had a lot of Game Boy games I'd play on my Game Boy Advance, I would be incredibly disappointed. So
I don't think we're gonna see it. I don't know. I think they've got a different plan. I think this is to me, the more I see this stuff, the more that these pieces start to fall into place, it does kind of make me think like the Switch is just here.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna keep getting different Nintendo Switch consoles. Like we may get a Switch 2, but I think it's gonna be like an iPhone 11 to an iPhone 12 type thing. Like maybe a bigger upgrade in what's inside. But I really like these little things are starting to be sprinkled around here. And it's like they're setting up this thing that's going to be here for a long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
like it's not going to be like, oh, this is this generation and then it's gone. Like they kind of dumped a bunch of stuff with the last generation. And they're like, it seems like they're just starting completely fresh. I don't know.
I don't know. I think talking about the game specifically, this Ninja Jaja Maru Kun, as I've pronounced that right, hopefully I did. This looks fun. I'm not gonna lie, this looks fun. I'll play this one. It's not what people. This is not what I think it does. This is not what people want. We don't want this. No one's asking for Ninja Jaja Maru Kun when we're talking about new games for the Nintendo Switch online system. But like, I mean, I'll take it. I'm not going to complain too much because of how inexpensive the service is overall. And in fact, I get it for free thanks to my brother. So thank you, brother. But I mean, it's really not, it's not that big of a deal to me. It's something to talk about and something fun to talk about. And it's actually maybe not fun to talk about because we're not getting the games that everyone exactly wants. But I will say for the games that we have available to us at the moment, it's okay. It's $30 a year.
Yeah, if you're looking at an overall lot, it's $20 a year for a single person.
Like I said,
what's family? Family's 30, 35?
So. Something like that.
That's what I do just because I have, 100 people here. If you look at the whole thing overall, it's fine. But let's call it what it is. I would be totally happy with the first set of Super Nintendo games that they put out and nothing else. Like maybe Mario 1, 2, and 3, and a couple from the Zelda.
Yeah.
Not Zelda 2. But a couple from the NES.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't need any of those games. The first batch that they put from Super Nintendo was great. It was great. It had almost everything.
Right.
I mean, there's still a lot of stuff left they could put on there, but it's like you look at it as an overall thing, but it's like that one big hit of those initial NES games. That was it. Like that was the big one, and it's been 2 years now, hasn't it?
Since the last, yeah, I think so. Something like that.
If not a full 2 years, we're coming up on the second year that we haven't got anything new, and we're just getting like it's just pointless at this point. It's pointless.
Yeah.
These announcements just piss more people off than they do make people happy. I mean, how many people out there? I want to know, seriously, how many people out there do you think saw this announcement and they were like, "Yes, finally!"
I think you kind of nailed something right on the head there.
Spanky the monkey, finally.
I think you nailed it right on the head. Is that they're making these announcements? Just upload these stupid games and don't tell anybody, and people will be much happier. You're actually, Nintendo, you're making people more unhappy by making a deal out of this, as if you're what. And thank you, Nintendo, for doing such a great service by giving us Spanky the monkey. Like, thank you so much, Nintendo.
I see exactly what you're saying there. If you're going to make a big deal about it, have something to show. And I saw some other people talking about that this week, as people have put their reactions out. Like, it really does only take one good game. With a pile of crap.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to care about the crap that much because you got the good game.
Right.
Just like
that's a perfect place to leave off on this subject. We don't need to beat this dead horse anymore.
It's just so annoying, man. It's so annoying. Like I didn't really care about it that much at first. But as these keep, it does annoy me now. It's like, just stop.
Yeah.
Other than that, something else cool happened to Rocket League. Why is Rocket League getting all this cool stuff, man? Last week it was NASCAR. This week,
that's why.
This week it's Formula One, and my boy Lewis Hamilton right there in the front. Go back up to the top. Go back. There he is. Boom.
Beautiful.
My boy.
Yeah. So I mean, we got Formula One on Rocket League now. It's another skin. The reason we're getting all these
skin, but like I'm a racing fan, so like to me, like this Formula One stuff, this NASCAR stuff, I'm into this, man. I'm like, this makes me want to play Rocket League. So they're doing something right. They're catching an audience that previously gave no poops about Rocket League.
No poops, not a single drop.
I want to play the game now. I want to buy both these packs.
Yeah. This is the first time.
I want to play as Lewis Hamilton. I want to play. Whoa, was that on an actual track in there?
I was gonna say this is the first time I'm watching this trailer. I think what that was. It's not an actual track. It's just like the skin on the arena it's probably gonna have its own arena, its own like special event arena.
Gotcha.
So, that's kind of
That's really cool though.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be the same gameplay as it always is with Rocket League, but it's just gonna be, you know, a little bit enhanced with a skin that looks like Formula One, and I'll take it. But here, I have a little rant about Rocket League real quick. So I've been on Rocket League since the beginning, right? Since not on the beta, because I know there's people been out there since it was on beta. I came in right on release day number 1, and it's a really, really fun game, and I've really enjoyed it. Luckily, the gameplay has not really changed much since its inception, but you know, just it's only enhanced. It's only been enhanced since its inception,
right?
But as far as like all this crap, like the skins and whatnot, I mean, like I'm fine with it. They're giving it the Fortnite treatment is basically what they're doing, and it's not
right. The game's free now.
It's free.
It's free.
I'd rather, which I did, by the way. I paid my money for this game, and actually I paid twice because I paid for it. I paid for this game on Switch about 2 weeks before they made the announcement that it was free. Like, I was so mad. But my rant is really more is about Epic Games and not Rocket League, because now Epic Games owns Rocket League. It used to be Cyber. What was that company called?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I can't remember the name. But not that they were like the best company in the world. But now that these new people have it, not the biggest fan of what they're doing with it. They're making it more of like a Fortnite. Like everyone play, it's free, and that we're. I'm a strategy guy with this game. It's a strategy game. Rocket League is a strategy game. It's a competitive strategy game. It's like but now it's turning into just like who can just like fly the best. Like who can do the best aerials. The strategy is no longer here. It's just like who can fly the best. It's like who can spend all their time learning how to fly a rocket car instead of like actually playing. Like I miss the competitive soccer games that we used to have in Rocket League, because the ball, I do put the ball in the air, but the ball in the air is like last resort. And I never learned how to do amazing aerial kicks. I learned how to.
Okay, I see what this is.
The game is now above me, and I don't want to be.
The game has changed, and Geeb has not adapted.
It's like the baseball argument here. Not to get too political.
Not too political with baseball.
Here.
I see what's going on here.
The game has changed, and
it's very interesting to hear right here. This is old man Geeb on his soapbox talking about back in my day. We used to just kick the Rocket League ball into the goal. Now they want to do is their flip-de-doos. Oh man!
You know what? I might be living.
I wondered where you were going with this, and now I see. You're an old man, and you're mad. You're very angry.
You caught me. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's fine. I understand. I have the same problem with certain things. There's certain things I'm just like, you know what? That used to be better back in my day.
Yeah. By no means am I like, I'm still gonna play Rocket League. I'm still gonna have lots of fun with it. I just kind of wish that it didn't become a free game. I wish it had that $20 paywall, and then you could pay for DLC. You know, I just wish that $20 paywall prevents stupid people from coming in. And here's really my argument is not that I kind of went too much on the flying aspect. That's not really what I hate most about it. What I hate most about it is people come in and they get it's a 5-minute round in Rocket League, and you have 5 minutes to win. We get 1 minute into the round, and we're down by 3 goals, 3-0, and everyone forfeits or leaves the game. And
Yeah,
if
that
you're playing
sucks.
if you're playing on competitive, what happens on a competitive mode? You're stuck by yourself. You if you leave, then you risk hurting your status.
Oh
But if
man,
you
yeah, that's
stay,
tough.
you're gonna get your butt kicked. And I mean, like me, I try my hardest to at least keep it a close game. That's like my goal.
Yeah.
If I'm down a player or two, so that's my
I mean,
problem. Is
that's
people
rough.
coming in
I can
and
understand
leaving.
that.
It's like, guys, like get like grow up. We're down by 3 goals. There's 4 minutes left in the game. We can do this. Like I've come back from 3-0 deficits in like less than 30 seconds. It's completely possible.
And I still owe you a Rocket League game, by the way.
A game? You mean a stream, sir?
A stream. Yeah, a stream.
It's a whole stream. At least 2 hours. That's what you do normally.
Okay, yeah, well, yeah. 2 hours is about what I guess. So we'll go 2 hours. That'll be a fun one to put up on the Drip and Geeb channel because
Absolutely.
I'll be raging, I'm sure.
Absolutely. That'd be a great one.
Raging. Okay. Well, what else did we get this week? Miitopia,
Miitopia.
right?
We
Was that
did.
today? Miitopia?
That
I didn't buy it. I haven't played the demo yet. It looks cool. And I have so many people telling me, you'll love it. You'll love it. You'll love it. And I'm like, okay. People didn't tell me that about Animal Crossing. But I love Animal Crossing. But I keep hearing people like say like, oh, you like Animal Crossing? Like, you may be interested in this game. Not the same type of game, but you might like this game. Like, I don't, it doesn't look like Animal Crossing at all. But I've heard people make that assumption of me. Like, oh, if you like Animal Crossing, this might be something you might like. I'm like, how is that even? But it's happened. Anyway, you said you played the demo, correct?
Correct.
I mean, what do you think about it?
Now, I didn't give it
Give me
too
your
much.
thoughts.
I didn't give it too much of a chance. I played it about 30 minutes, and that was literally all I could take. Because it's not that it's a bad game. Don't come at me. It's not a bad game. It's not a game for adults. It's just not. Well, Animal Crossing is a game for adults and children alike. This game is for kids. Like this is a $50 game that really, if it wasn't Nintendo's game, it would be about $1.99 on the eShop. Now, there's probably lots of content that I didn't get to in the demo, and also just I only gave it 30 minutes. There's probably lots of content, so maybe bump that up to about $10. And I'm not saying this is too expensive. That's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying here is that this is a kid's game, and it's not for old man Uncle Geeb to be playing.
Okay, now I have to try it.
Listen, I'm not.
So,
I don't think I'm
no,
wrong.
hey,
I think
man.
it's not for me, and I don't think it's for adults like me. That's all I'm saying.
I see, honestly, I'm just glancing over at the chat and I see people, there's people agreeing with you. There's some not. I have to try this out at this point because that, honestly, when you told me earlier that you had played the game, like, you know, we didn't go into details. I didn't want to hear about it, but I figured you were probably going to say, it's okay. It's not bad. Maybe not for me, but you went a little hard on that. I didn't think you were going to do that.
I got kind of mad.
want to see what this is about now.
I kind of got a little mad because I knew where it was going. And I got to a point where I was like, if what I think is about to happen, I'm closing the game instantly. And then I don't remember what it was, unfortunately, but it happened. Exactly what I thought was going to happen happened. And I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and play a predictable game. It's just that a game I'm never going to buy, number one. Number two, it's predictable. It's like, that's not I need somewhat of a challenge, right? You know, I need somewhere in between this and Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time being way too much and this game being way too little. Like, give me something right in the middle. Like, come on, man.
Oh.
Pew, pew, pew.
Geeb versus Ocarina of Time. Geeb versus Ocarina of Time. I want to make that shirt. That's the t-shirt I want. Geeb versus Ocarina of Time Lonk.
Yeah. That was my. I had to throw my Ocarina of Time joke in there.
I don't even want to go. I don't want to go any further into that. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna table this one till next week. I'm gonna try this game. We're gonna come back to this next week, and
for
just
sure, absolutely,
have a discussion about it.
Absolutely.
Now I'm very interested because like I said, not to bring up chat for the audio people, but I'm looking over here. It's an interesting conversation about it here, so I'm a little more interested now. I'm gonna download it. What do we have next? What else?
Well, would you rather get into some DLC of Zelda variety, or do you want to go into some hardware information first?
I'm gonna go ahead and let you take over on the hardware thing because I still haven't looked that hard into it. I mean, I have a couple thoughts on it, but
Okay.
but let's go ahead and do that, and then we're pretty much gonna go Zelda the rest of the way. I'd say
Sure.
pretty much what we
Okay.
got left.
So
Whole lot of Zelda stuff.
we have some new hardware, or I guess it's not new. I'm not sure when it come out. Guys, you're not listening for breaking news. You're not listening for accurate information. You're listening to two doofuses talk about stuff. At least one doofus, and one guy who thinks he knows everything. Put that in order.
Oh, I'm the doofus, right?
yeah, that's it. So we got some hardware from Nintendo Life here. I was watching their video, and it's not from Nintendo Life. It's an article from Nintendo Life. Let me go ahead and pull that up really quickly. So
That would be funny if it was Nintendo Life that made this thing.
no, it's not. So we got some hardware. It's called the Retro NSQ, a quote unquote an affordable
Yes.
way to play the entire Game Boy library on your big screen. And to save you guys some, I mean, you can go to the Nintendo Life video if you would like and check this out. It is really cool. It plays all the original Game Boy games, and I believe Game Boy Advance, there was some issues with it where it wasn't really playing the games at the right frame rates and everything. But I believe a patch came through that they updated that, so now you're getting smooth frame rates with Game Boy Advance. However, you do have to plug it into your PC and do the update that way, because I don't think there's any sort of Wi-Fi or anything like that into the console.
God, why would there be? Why would there be?
Yeah, so that's a little bit of a bummer, but it's a $79.99, I believe. Don't quote me. Maybe $74.99 console that comes with like some sort of SNES looking controller
Yeah, it looks
system.
like, yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, it's the size of again, this is a throwback for you old people. The Ouya. Remember, you guys remember that? That thing, that Android gaming system. Drip, do you remember that?
No, I don't.
Nobody-
I
nobody-
was just thinking, like, wow, man, you're pulling some stuff out. I have no idea what you're even talking about. That's crazy.
It instantly reminds me of something of that console where it's like a little square box.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the picture, I can get an idea of how big this thing is just by looking at the cartridges that are beside it.
Exactly.
It's relatively small. The controllers, I mean, that's straight up a
Yes.
Super Nintendo controller.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yep.
I wonder how the buttons feel on that. I wonder how the D-pad is on
Well,
that.
you can watch Nintendo's Life's video on it because I did it, and it seems like it's worth the price. If it's $75 is a fair price to pay, it seems, for
especially
a device that does all this.
Yeah, I mean, especially for somebody who's like, if you have a giant Game Boy collection, which I don't.
Me
God,
either.
if I still had the games that I had when I was a kid, that'd be crazy at this point. I just was just never somebody who held on to stuff like that. But I did have a lot of Game Boy games, but that would be very cool for somebody just, wanting to play their Game Boy games on a TV.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we know, the Game Boy's it's not the best experience in the world in 2021. So a way to play these
unless
things
you mod
a
it, unless you give it a
way,
mod with a screen mod and maybe an audio mod as well, which are not that hard. It's
and
still
an
not
actual
the best experience.
battery that aren't
Yeah.
AA batteries.
Yeah. Well,
That's the worst thing, man. God, I just remember as a kid, like, just trying to find AA's was like literally going outside in your yard and hoping you strike gold, like with a pickaxe. Like, man, we just need AA's. We are starving for AA batteries.
Yeah. So quickly about the console, it does have a micro SD port or cartridge slot on it. Not cartridge, excuse me, a micro SD card slot.
Oh, wait, so you can load in games on it?
No, it's required. So the way the system works is you
What?
well, I don't know if it's required. I don't remember exactly. Again, not I don't pretend like I know everything. It's got some sort of you put the SD card in, and what happens is the game will load onto the SD card for the first time. So the first time you load up a game, you pop it in the top, and it loads up, but it takes a little bit of time, right? So that it's basically what it's doing is putting the game onto the SD card.
On the SD card.
And what happens is after that happens for the first time, it's quick. Every time you put the cartridge in for the next time going forth, it is quick. But
okay, so it's like creating its own. It's pretty much like putting a disc in a PlayStation for the first time, or in an Xbox.
Exactly. But here's the thing.
That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird.
You can't. So here's the thing. You can't just borrow your friend's games, quote unquote download them on your SD card, and expect to have those saved on your system locally.
You have
it does
to have
not
the
work
cartridge
like
to put back in.
Exactly. It works just like you said a second ago. It works like your Xbox or your PlayStation disc.
That's cool and lame at the same time.
But here's the biggest letdown of this console, which is what they got into in the video. Spoilers in the video. They did mention that this doesn't work like a Switch, unfortunately. So what happens is you throw your game in that console. You take it, then you take it out and plug it back into your Game Boy, and it does not save onto the cartridge what you were playing on your TV. It only saves that SD card on the console. So it's a big miss as far as a lot of people are concerned.
Oh, that's huge.
It would have been just like a Switch with your Game Boy games, but unfortunately, it does not work like that.
I mean, let's be honest. Who's doing that?
Well, there is
who's doing that? Nobody.
There is a
nobody is like, oh, I have to take my Game Boy with me. Come on.
There is a reason though. The reason being they don't want to take your, let's just say your as Nintendo Life said, I think your 50-hour, Pokemon Blue save you have since you were 12, and they don't want it to be corrupted in that transfer process, and you lose your progress. So that was kind of their explanation of why they chose to do I
can understand that. The thing looks cool. It's not for me because I don't have any Game Boy games, but it looks cool.
It does.
Other than that, I mean, that covers pretty much everything that's not Zelda related.
No, one more thing quickly. And I'll just pull up the video right now. We have a new Switch.
Oh yeah. Thought we already talked about that, but we didn't.
No, we didn't.
And it's not blue. I don't care what any of you guys say.
Come on.
You tell me, I don't care. I don't care. That's not blue. That's purple.
Let's skip to the part where they show the Switch here. No, it's not.
I don't
guys,
care.
Don't listen to him.
It is purple.
No, it's not. It's royal blue.
It's indigo.
It's royal blue. It's royal blue. Nintendo did a whole video, which we're watching right now on the stream and on the video.
Okay, and Nintendo's, I'm sorry, literally Nintendo's wrong. It's blue. It's not the first time they've been wrong. They're wrong a lot. They were wrong this week.
You were wrong this whole month. This whole year you've been wrong.
No. They were wrong twice this week. This is one of them. They put this Switch out and they called it blue.
I'm gonna buy this Switch and like rub it in your face like this is blue.
I don't know. I'd really like to see it in person.
Yes.
That's the thing. I saw the box of one today.
Yeah.
But it's still the box. You know what I mean? And on the box, I was like, that's purple. That's purple.
Well, we don't need to talk about it much more than that. It's a brand new Switch Lite. It's blue. Don't listen to Drip. And that's the information there.
Yeah.
That wraps up our hardware segment.
Yeah.
What would be the next thing you'd like to get into? Well, I think I know.
I want to talk about the Hyrule Warriors DLC.
Did you now?
There's a few things. I want to talk about this, and I guess some of them kind of go into the last thing we're going to talk about. But this is available next week, right? We still don't have any real.
Yeah.
May 28th is when it's available on May 28th. The purchase bonuses are available May 28th.
Got it.
So that's next week, right?
That is exactly
the 21st
next
now,
Friday.
right? Yeah.
Next
okay.
Friday.
Okay. So yeah. One thing that tells me right off the bat here, let's just go there. We didn't get Zelda news we didn't get a lot of Zelda news this week. We got some, which is what we're going to cover here. But this tells me that nothing else is coming. This comes out next week. They are not going to put any other Zelda news on top of this because they want to sell this. So this tells me right here, first thing, E3. That's the soonest we're going to hear anything at this point after, this week has passed and we got what we got. What we have is what we have for sure. So we did get a look at it. I saw you actually had it pulled up there. I don't know if those are official. Were those official pictures of the prototype ancient gear?
Oh, right here?
No, I don't know where you had it at. Maybe it was like a leak or something. Yeah, that there. Yeah. I don't know if that's real or not. Where that's from? Is that from Nintendo?
This is from Nintendo of America. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I didn't see that today. That's pretty cool. Knowing that that's real now. I mean, to me, the ancient gear in Breath of the Wild is the best stuff, man. I love it. I think it looks the best.
That shield
maybe not that
is
hat.
Fucking sick looking. It's got the what's that eye called? What has a name?
It's like the little like the Sheikah thing, right?
Sheikah eye. It's got a Sheikah eye. It's shaped like that pear shape, if you will.
Yeah, that shield's in Breath of the Wild, though.
Yeah, but it just looks awesome at the moment looking at it right here.
Yes, it looks really good. And the ancient the ancient like sword.
Yeah.
I'm down with that. That
Yeah,
looks cool.
Link's in full
So-
garb. He's in full ancient garb here, and that's
yeah,
gonna come
I think
to
that's
Hyrule
super
Warriors.
cool. Just having that little bit of I don't know. Even just that makes me want. If I had that right now, I'd pick up the game and play, just because I want to see it.
Yeah.
Like this game to me is one of those games where it's like, I don't know. I wish they were giving us more story. I really wish like let's go over this real quick of what we're getting. So the first one, we don't have a date. We know next week that this is going to be available. Here's my guess. My guess is that next week when this becomes available, we're going to get an actual date for Wave 1.
Okay, that would make sense.
That would make sense, correct? I think we're actually going to get a date next week and hear what some of this stuff in Wave 1 actually is. Because we have added playable characters, which, I mean, I think we all have a pretty good idea who those could be. I mean, it's not like they have a, you know, unless they're just adding in new random people, we can probably all guess who those will be. What else we have here? New challenges in the Royal Ancient Lab. Okay, that's going to be cool. Those will be fun. Added weapon types.
Yep.
So that's cool. So new weapons, which means for anybody not familiar with the game, the weapon type, you have a two-handed weapon, you have the one-handed sword weapon. It's just like Breath of the Wild. You have spears, but each of those weapons has their own moveset. They have their own way that they kind of do their thing. So we're getting an entirely new way to play the game. I think that's the biggest part of it that's really cool.
Yep. I agree.
Like,
100%.
I think that's a whole new, you know what I mean? That's a whole new mechanics, really. Like you're gonna have to learn a whole new style of fighting.
Right. Go back to the beginning of the game that you've already done and just play in a new way with a new weapon.
Yeah, with a whole new weapons. I think that's the coolest part.
Yeah.
That's the coolest part. There's new enemies too. I wonder what kind of new enemies they're gonna have. That could get pretty interesting.
Choo-choos. Just smacking choo-choos left and right. That'd be my dream.
No, that's not. That's not what it's gonna be. I would like to see. I mean, my God, they went so far with everything in that game. Like, I don't want to ruin it for anybody who hasn't played it, who plans on it, but like even the Guardians, like they took the Guardians to different levels. You know what I mean? They took everything. They took the Lionels to like levels that were way beyond what Breath of the Wild had. Like, what are they going to bring in? What I'm trying to think of is what wasn't in the game that was in Breath of the Wild that they're going to bring into this.
You know, I have no idea. And not that I don't want to play this game, but I'd rather just be surprised and download the DLC and be like, oh, that's fun.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know. I could. That's what I'm telling you. I couldn't play this game right now if you wanted to, because I literally have no clue what they could put in there at this point. That like they had everything, didn't they?
Dude, I'm not the Zelda expert here.
Unless they're just gonna start doing like, unless they have more of the same enemies that are just harder to beat.
Yeah.
That's really the only thing I think. So that's not even as cool. The new weapon types is the coolest thing in Wave 1. I think we'll get a date for that, and I think it'll probably be early June. Right?
I would imagine so. That's it for Wave 1. Wave 2, they call it the Guardian of Remembrance. That's the wave. It's available in November 2021. And the first thing up is the newly added character vignettes. What exactly is that? The outfits?
I don't know, man. Sounds fancy.
It does. I'm surprised I said that word correctly in the first place after last night's stream.
I don't think you did. I think it maybe it is.
Vignette. I think it's French, and I don't think the French say the T's like that. I think it's vignette.
Well, you know what? It is what it is. I don't know what that means. I would have to look a little bit more into that. I'm not sure what that means. So
Next.
I can't really comment on that.
Expanded roster. So I guess more characters to play with.
Yeah.
Fun.
Now, who do you think they're actually going to let you play as in the first wave?
You know, surprisingly, we haven't. Oh, in the first wave. Well, I don't know. Don't ask me that question. That question I want you to ask me is what characters in general could we get? And you may have a better idea than I do. But here, I don't know if we're getting this or not. But are you a little surprised? We got a little spoiler here for Hyrule Warriors. We did get playable fairies, the fairy fountain girls, which was surprising. And that's not DLC. That's just in the game. But we didn't get like guardians. We didn't. Can I just play as a guardian? Like, give me
That
a
would be
guardian to play with.
insane. That would be absolutely insane.
Spinning around, shooting stuff. Like, that would be
Yeah,
fun.
the fairy thing I thought was cool. I never got that far, but because once I played the story, I was like, I'm done. I'm good. Especially after really like I don't know if you remember, but like I went hard on that game. Like extremely hard on that game. When I was done with the story, I was like, I cannot look at this anymore. I have to stop. I just played it nonstop for way too long, but this is going to get me back into this game because I thought it was fun. Like usually with games like this, I don't like that style of gameplay. I didn't mind it with this one for some reason. I thought they did it really well. I thought it was broken up enough to where it wasn't. It just didn't bother me that it was repetitive. It's not that it wasn't repetitive because it was 1,000% repetitive. It just didn't bother me nearly as bad, if that makes any sense.
Absolutely. The gameplay was repetitive, but you knew it was going somewhere because you were waiting for that next cutscene. You were on your edge of your seat to finish slashing
I wanted
your
to know
enemies
what was going to happen.
Get to that next cutscene. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a goal to get there to see what the hell was going to happen.
And going off, you get that next cutscene, but also after that, you get another stage, which, hey, segue, newly added stages for Wave 2. That's another thing we're getting. So more places to go fight. And I like that. That's new places to fight instead of the same old places we always go. Maybe what do you think is we're gonna get? Maybe a maze? Do you think we're gonna fight in a maze?
Oh, one of the mazes. Oh man, that'd be crazy.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
I just thought of that right now. Stuff off the top of my head.
No, those weren't there. I was gonna say in a shrine, like down in a shrine.
That'd be fun. You gotta go down the shrine. Hello, we're here to fight you.
Yeah, and there's like a puzzle that you have to also.
Yeah,
it's just that I don't think that would work. But your idea is good. So one of the two of the ideas we'll keep.
And then the last one here.
I don't know, man.
As far as new stages,
where would they be? I'm kind of into this now. I'm trying to think of, like, what about certain towns? Like, what about certain towns around the
my God, that'd be awesome.
The area that you discover in Breath of the Wild that are like abandoned?
Can we play?
But what if they're new towns that we haven't seen built up? And I'm not going to Breath of the Wild 2 stuff. I'm not going to do
No,
that.
we're not. No, don't do that.
Yeah, what if we see some of the towns that you run across, just different places that are big areas that are ruins in Breath of the Wild, just new stuff like that. I think that would be very interesting. I think that'd be very cool to see, just new areas that aren't in that game but are in Breath of the Wild, but we get to see what they used to look like before all this. Exactly. That would be really cool to me.
Yeah. One of the most exciting parts was to see the castle like all like not covered in malice for the first time.
I really like, you know what I really liked? The Temple of Time.
It was great. Yeah.
I like the whole the Great Plateau. I thought that was absolutely amazing. That was one of my favorite parts, seeing that all built back up with the stairs, and like it was so grand. It was. I really enjoyed that. That was probably my favorite part. But I mean,
and then the last part here, the new battle skills for existing characters. So kind of going off of the weapons from before, new skills for existing characters that we already have. So
we get to see him.
Maybe Zelda will shoot fire from her
flips.
Fingers. Zelda will become a sorcerer and shoot fire from her fingers. I don't know.
That'll be cool too. So battle skills are, correct me if I'm wrong, battle skills are like combos, correct?
Sure.
Like that's what they're talking about when they say battle skill. It's not that like their finishing move or whatever it is, like the power up move.
Right.
Okay, so it's extended combos. So like you see Link in the beginning of the game and he goes like, 3 hits and then does whatever.
Right.
And then, by the end of the game, he's doing, 95 hits and 45 backflips and a corkscrew.
Yeah.
So we're going to add a couple more back. I mean, that's fine. I'm good with it. Don't get me wrong. Totally good with that. Yeah, give me more backflips. Like, I think all the animations, everything in that game looked really cool. There's something that's not in here.
Oh, please tell me.
Something that's not in here, though.
Please tell me. Because I think
we're on the
same page.
It's been talked about in several places. I keep seeing it. that this game's going to get online.
Yeah.
Now, here's what I'm hoping. Now, guys, everybody listening, let's go ahead since we're in the age of leakers and all that stuff. Let's take a look at my track record. It's not very good. So as they say, take this with a grain of salt, or maybe even maybe cut that in half and take it with that.
Take it with a piece of Korok poop.
There you go. I would like to see what I'd like to see. I'm not predicting anything, but what I would like to see is when this purchase bonus becomes available on May 28th, and we get to see what Wave 1 is, that they also announced that with the purchase bonus, you are now playing online. Or maybe it's not even with the purchase bonus. Maybe they just announce like, hey, you can play this game online if you have it, even if you don't buy this. Which is just going to incentivize people to buy it.
Right. You know, I don't think...
Or even buy the game. Maybe people who don't have the game would be like, oh, well, it's online. Like, yeah I'll play it now. Because I can play, like you and I could play.
Yeah.
Somebody who, you know,
if
possible.
If you're out there thinking that, I mean, I played Hyrule Warriors on the Switch. It runs like doo-doo. Like, how in the world are they going to add online play and actually make it playable? Well, I'll answer that question to you like this. Have you seen Monster Hunter and how they handle online there? Oh my
God, dude,
online,
I have never played a game online, and any Nintendo, anything that plays like Monster Hunter plays online. It's so good.
Like if you played it or at least seen it, you've noticed that the performance isn't hit at all, not even a single percentage when you're playing locally or online. And that is due to the fact that Nintendo's new online system is just good at that. It does not it doesn't hit your performance like you would think it would. So
well,
and
you
in theory,
to remember too, the one they were using was old as hell.
Yeah, it was like
old,
did it date it around the same time or before Xbox 360?
Like I feel like people still had dial-up when that new online came.
Yeah.
For all you young people, that was when you got your internet through the phone lines.
Dude, they're like, what's a phone line? They don't even know.
No, yeah.
Those things you see.
Phone line is what you hooked your landline up to.
Landline? What's that? The things that you drive by on
like
on
a rotary
on the
phone.
Yeah. So yeah, kids, don't even Google it. It's not worth it. It was awful.
Yeah, but it's better.
Yeah.
The Monster Hunter Online is proof. Like, okay, I haven't played as much lately, but I can tell you this: the entire time I've played Monster Hunter Online, either streaming or not, I have never run into an issue. I don't even think I don't think I've seen like a frame dropped. Honestly, it's really good. It's really, it's done well. So
it should work the same way with Hyrule Warriors if they're using that same system.
Right. And Mario Golf's going to be on this too. Because man, I can't wait.
Well, before I don't think we're talking about Mario Golf.
We're not. But man,
for Hyrule
I'm just
Warriors,
excited for Mario Golf.
Don't take this as, oh, frame rates are going to get better. No. We're still going to have our trash frame rates that we already have locally.
But it'll just be that same trash frame rate. It's not any worse.
It's not. Well, it's hard to get worse if you've played the final last levels. It's hard to get.
I have not watched. Okay, I have not played multiplayer myself. I've never played multiplayer. I watched you and Abby play multiplayer on stream, and I thought I was gonna throw up.
It was twice as bad.
Like,
the
dude,
frame rates,
like, wow.
They're twice as bad as local single player. So if you're playing single player and you thought they were bad, go ahead and try multiplayer. Take that those 6 frame rates you were getting, cut that in half now, and now you're getting 3. And you can also, I wish it was like the middle part. You know what I'm talking about? With the split screen is in the middle and not the
not the wide. Yeah, the top and bottom cut. I hate that. I want to see up and down more.
It's on the x-axis.
Widescreen.
It's on the x-axis. The multiplayer. I wish it was on the y-axis, because on the y-axis, at least you get like that portrait style thing, and you can't really see much left or right, but you can see what's in front of you. And a lot of times with the multiplayer locally with Hyrule Warriors, and it's on that x-axis, you can't your character takes up so much of the screen that like you can't look forward. Like especially like when you're locking, you click in the right stick and you lock in to see what your enemy's health is, that bar, you know what I'm talking about, at the top of the screen.
Yes.
You can't. It's gone. You can't see it at all. It's not actually what I would find myself doing was looking at Abby's screen below, because she had a better angle at it, and I could see my enemy's health bar from Abby's split screen below. That's how like annoying it was and how stupid. It's really, really dumb. Give us the x-axis or the y-axis. So at least I can see what's
that in too.
I want to see what's in front of me, please. I don't care what's on my left or right.
That'd be nice if they threw that one in too.
It's not gonna happen.
Maybe an option.
That will not.
No, that will. I can promise you that won't happen.
That's
be nice.
It would be.
Anyway, so the online thing, total rumor, but I've heard it several places. Yeah. I hope it happens. That'd be great because we'll totally do that. But let's get to the big controversy of the week. Some people don't care. Some people don't care. They don't care at all. They don't want to use the feature. They don't want to buy the thing. They don't care about it at all. But the Skyward Sword Amiibo was announced.
It was.
And it's absolutely beautiful. Let's start there.
Stunning. Like,
it is. I said in the video that I released the other day, it may be one of my favorite. I can pretty much tell you right now, without a doubt, it is 100% my favorite Amiibo that they have put out ever. It's absolutely gorgeous. I hope it looks like that in person because as much complaining as I've done about it, I have pre-ordered 2 of them.
And you know what, dude? I'm gonna end up buying 2 myself. One to own and use for the game, which we'll get to, and another to just have in the box and display. Because I think this is one of the few Amiibos that really needs the box to complement the look of it. It just looks
it's just
the box
so
art.
Nice.
The box art is just stunning. It's like this. Can you describe it? It's like almost like hand drawn.
Okay, it's the Skyward Sword art style. They used this art style through even back in 2011 when they put the game out. They always had this like watercolor is what I want to say.
Watercolor, that's perfect. Yeah.
Okay, so that's like the art style that they use with this whole thing. And once you see the game itself doesn't have like quite that much, but it's that style. It's
gorgeous. It's
the
absolutely
whole thing
gorgeous.
is just beautiful, man.
And by the way,
just the
really,
detail
really
and the feathers. And if you look really close, a few things here I just want to point out. The feathers on the neck, like
it's so good.
Go look at Amiibo 5 years ago. Go look at Amiibo like when they first came out, like what they look like, the older ones, and look at this. Like this is a high quality little statue. Now, that's where I kind of want to go into this. This thing's $25. How big is this thing? Because I look at the base, and I'm like, okay, if that's the same size base as I don't have him here, but my little Link, that's not that big.
No,
that's pretty small.
I will tell you right now, it is not a big Amiibo. It's the same size Amiibo that you would get for $15.99, whatever those called. It's the exact same.
You can
size.
tell by the box.
Yeah,
because they put the big ones in bigger boxes.
Yeah, for sure. And you can even get a sense of scale by just looking at it. It doesn't look big. Not that we need to be big or anything, but we
it does because it's $25.
Well, but we also didn't describe to the audience that it is Loftwing and Zelda. There's 2.
I don't care. I do not care.
2 Amiibos.
No. That does not justify a damn thing. I don't care how many characters are on it. You have 1 base. It's 1 Amiibo.
Sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go.
1 Amiibo. It should not be. It should not be. It shouldn't be that expensive. Now let's stop for a second here because I do want to say this. We don't actually know, at least I don't know how big this thing actually is. Now, if it's a bigger size, but I feel like Zelda, here's what I feel like. This is going to piss me off so bad. It's going to piss me off. Let's look at the other Zelda Amiibo, okay? The height of Link or Zelda or, Daruk, whoever it is. I have a very bad feeling that this Zelda is not going to be to scale with those. She is going to be tiny. And the Loftwing is going to be to scale with those. That's my fear.
I don't think so. I mean,
I hope not. Because if that's really what's going on, like, dude. Zelda on this thing better be just as tall as Zelda, the Breath of the Wild Zelda Amiibo. She better be just as tall.
I think she is relatively normal size. We'll say maybe she's like 25% smaller to scale to like a normal
I can see
Amiibo.
a
And
tiny price
Loftwing,
jump.
yeah.
The Loftwing better be bigger. It better be taller.
He might be like,
oh my god!
if
it
we're
better
talking
be.
about like if the normal Amiibo was 100%, I'm thinking Loftwing might be like 110%, and then Zelda might be like 75%. You know what I mean? So she's a little bit tinier, but he's a little bit bigger, or they are a little bit bigger. So
Yeah,
it kind of
well,
balances out.
I don't know. But it doesn't balance out because the price doesn't balance out.
It's expensive, no doubt. No,
It's expensive. Yeah. I mean, I did look at them today because I was curious. I was like, what are the prices of Amiibo now? And like the rest of them are, unless it's a older. Here's the thing: the
not
older
aftermarket.
ones are like,
not aftermarket Amiibo prices, kids. Don't
we'll
look.
get there.
Don't
We'll
look
get
for.
there.
If you try to search for Amiibo right now, you're not going to find any for a market price because unless you go to like Best Buy or something. But like they're not. They're all 50, 60, 70.
Oh yeah, all the ones that are hard to find are expensive.
With most of them.
But I mean, the older ones, if you can find them, like a lot of the ones from like Animal Crossing and stuff, the ones that aren't, they're just out there. You know what I mean? They're always everywhere.
Right.
They're like $13.
Right.
The newer ones, if you find them in a store, are like $16.
Yeah.
I understand there are 2 characters on this, but I don't think that justifies like another $10. Does it?
No, it doesn't.
I don't think it does.
But I think I know where we're going with this, and I think I know where Nintendo is thinking is justifying the price is what you're about to talk about.
Yeah, what it does.
What the functionality.
And let's go here because I'm even more pissed off about this now than I was when I made the video.
I can tell.
This is absolute bull.
And
oh my god,
this
is so stupid.
Way over here because I'm scared of you.
Okay, I'm not gonna go nuts on this. I think this is the dumbest thing they've ever done. This is a basic quality of life upgrade that should be included in the $60 full price 10-year-old game that they're HDing. Like, I'm sorry. I think Skyward Sword looks better. Putting the 2 side by side, it looks better. But I know this for a fact. They didn't have to do hardly shit to that game to make it look better. It was on the Wii. They probably developed it looking like that or close to that and then had to downgrade it to put it on the Wii. I know they didn't do that much. The controls, yeah, I get it. Okay, you did some stuff with the controllers. Cool. That was probably a lot to do because for a long time I couldn't figure out how they were going to do it. But to lock this...
You didn't
fast travel.
You didn't talk.
Fast travel.
Get to the point. What is?
Okay, it's fast travel. It's fast travel. You can fast travel. You can go here to there, whatever. To lock that quality of life improvement behind a $25 piece of plastic is complete bullshit. It's bullshit.
Couldn't agree more.
That's absolutely ridiculous. I gave it the benefit of the doubt when I first saw it, and I think the other person I was talking to in the Discord at the time was Hari, and I said, "Man, looks cool. That's a cool feature. Should probably be in the game." And everyone in there was kind of like, yeah. And then I was like, I thought about it for a day and I saw some other people make videos on it. And I was like, yeah, like why isn't that in the game? That should be in the game. And now, I've made the video, seen some of the comments and seen some of the people in the comments trying to defend it. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, you're a blind Nintendo fanboy if you think this is okay. Because this is, what was that? Whoa.
I almost said a curse word. A fly just smacked me in my face.
I saw that.
Oh my.
But I'm going to keep going with this.
It's a stink bug, dude. It's a whole stink bug.
Oh, God.
Hey, just go back over here. Go away.
I'm sorry. If you think that this, like, even if you don't want to use the feature, let's go here. Let's say you don't want to use the feature. That's totally fine. Don't use it. Because I have seen that. I've seen people say, it's cheating. It's too much. It's going to make it too easy. That's fine. Don't use it. That should not be something that somebody has to pay $25 more to have access to. That is complete crap. I hope this isn't, I do hope, Nintendo never backs down on anything. I'll give them that. When they do something, no matter how many people get pissed off and say whatever they want to say about it, they don't change it. I'll give them that. They stick to what they say they're going to do. Sometimes you will see them backtrack after the fact, and the next time they don't do that. I hope enough people actually put it out there to say this is not okay. And I'm not against Amiibo. I'm not against having features in them. I use them every single time I stream Breath of the Wild. I love what they do in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's really fun.
But I can play the game exactly the same with no disadvantage if I don't have those Amiibos. The Amiibo should not give you that much of an advantage.
I couldn't agree more.
And that's the thing. It's not even an advantage. It's a quality of life improvement. It's not something that's like, oh my God, it's just so stupid.
It's frustrating. It's really frustrating. They don't need the cash. What are they trying? If they would have charged, if this was a double pack with another game, they could have charged $40 for all I care and had this Amiibo and make it bigger. But like the fact that it, like you said before, it's $60, which again, the money is not what we're complaining about here. It's the fact that they didn't, like, it's unnecessary. This is unnecessary.
This should not be what's in that. Exactly. This should not be what's in that Amiibo. Sell the Amiibo for $25. I don't care. I bought it twice. I want it. I like the way it looks.
Yeah.
Don't put something like that in the functionality of the Amiibo. That should be in the game. Here's the thing. You're charging $60. These other HD remakes, they weren't $60. No, wait. The one that was Twilight Princess $60? It came with the Amiibo. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It was free. They gave it to you. It was $60 or $50 or whatever the hell it was, and they gave you the Amiibo free. It was yours. So now, and look, I mentioned this in the video too. The damn Wiimote that I had, the gold one that I still have, it's on the shelf behind me down at the studio. That came with the game. It came with the game.
If you're all in, right? We're talking about
$160. $160.
Yep. I just killed a fly. That's what that clap was. I wasn't clapping for excitement. I'm having trouble.
That's insane. That's insane at this point.
It's way too much.
Like
here's now. Don't get mad at me. Wait till I finish. Here's where I'm going with this. Okay. It could. So I'll just say it. Inflation, right? Inflation. That is a thing. Okay. Even 10 years ago, it was different than today, right? And a lot of people are talking about it was a big deal when Sony and Microsoft came out with the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. And they started charging $70 for a game. Everyone was up in arms, like $70
because
for a game.
Inflation hasn't been a thing in video games.
Exactly.
In the actual price of video games, like forever. They've just stayed the same.
It's been about 15 years, I believe. Well, I don't remember the stat I'm about to quote. I don't remember, so I'm not going to say it. It's something about 15 years. But anyway, like if you look at the games back in the day, like even like Super Nintendo, NES, it was more not only were they like there's variety in prices, where nowadays a AAA title from a game company is $60. Or now but back in the day it was more like 45 or 30 or 60. It depended on the game. But now it's like it's always
different. Yeah,
it was different. It was always 60.
Yeah,
now it's always 60. But now they want to make it always 70, and people are up
Nintendo. It's always 60. Right. That's the thing.
People are up in arms like, oh, $70 is too much. Well, if you really look at inflation, if you really look at it, they should be charging us $100 a game. And
yeah, probably.
But
they haven't, which
is
also,
nice. Not getting political here, but looking at the way, at least the United States has gone in the past few years.
The landscape of things right now, yes.
Yeah, people are making, people can't really
significantly
afford
less money.
They
things
can't
aren't
afford
happening
that.
the
So
way
that's
they were.
why the game industry has kind of stayed there. Yeah.
I totally get that. Again, charge what you want.
Yeah, exactly. Charge what you want.
Charge whatever you want. Don't put that simple quality of life feature in there. Put it in the game. That should be in the game.
Yeah.
It's just that's ridiculous that they're making, because to somebody, that's the thing. To some people, and I get it, Nintendo's smart. Like they're not here to be buddy with us. They're smart. They use business tactics, some of them not the greatest, so but they're smart. But to some people it's like that's all they want. Like, oh man, I thought I would think like, oh, the travel system in that just was really too much. It's a small quality of life thing that just should have been put right in there. Like, we're charging $60 for this. We're gonna go ahead and we're going to give you this. We're going to give you that. And here's another big problem I have. Big problem with the rest of the entire landscape of the game coming out right now is they haven't told us a damn thing about what else this game has in it. So all we know now is that it's 60 frames per second. It's in HD. It's got the sword mapped to the stick. And we have to pay $25 to fast travel. That doesn't look very good right now at all. Like they need to give us the rest of the quality of life things that they've added. We need to know what else is in this game. We need to know very soon because, man.
Well, let me tell you what they need to do.
I have this really bad feeling that there's like nothing.
Well, here's what they need to do. What they need to do is eat it and walk back. Walk it back.
They won't.
They need
they
to.
Don't. They do not. Nintendo does not.
They need
do
to
that.
walk it back. I'm telling you what they need to do. They're not going to do it. They need to walk back and say, because if they just would have from the start, fast travel is in the game. Still, nothing changes. $25 for the Amiibo, still the same price.
Fine. That's fine. Charge it for that.
That was their mistake. And they've made that mistake, and they need to eat it. And they need to walk back and say, we're giving you fast travel for the price of $60 included with a couple other quality of life things in it that we haven't told you yet, but we're going to in the future. And our Amiibo's still $25 because we're greedy as fuck. Oh, I mean,
fine.
Not
that's
that
fine.
way.
I don't care. The price of
Fudge.
the Amiibo doesn't
They're greedy
bother me.
as fudge. Fudge is really
yeah.
rich and greedy. You know, fudge is my favorite snack.
Yeah.
Sorry, I want a fudge tangent. I'm sorry.
You're good. It's fine. We're not monetized yet anyway on that channel, so it's not gonna affect anything yet.
Yeah.
We're trying.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the main problem. The main problem is I don't care what the Amiibo costs. Buy the Amiibo or don't buy the Amiibo, but don't put us. We're beating a dead horse here. I keep saying the same thing, but it's very aggravating.
You had some stuff you wanted.
It's so aggravating.
You wanted to quickly touch on some stuff about Zelda 35 in general and E3, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, at this point, let's get off the Amiibo thing. It sucks. I bought 2.
Yep.
Anyway, so yeah, let's start here. We have not got any announcement for a Zelda 35 yet, right? We've got nothing. We've got no actual announcement for anything. But let's look at what we're stacking up here just with the one game we have announced. We have an Amiibo. We have Joy-Cons, and we have a game.
Yep.
That's a good bit. Now, I wanted more before E3, but clearly after this week is done, like we're not going to get any more before E3. What we know right now is what we know.
Can you remind me when E3 is?
It's the middle of next month.
Okay. Middle June.
I want to say it's like the 12th. I can't remember the exact date. I think that's when it starts, is the 12th.
Okay.
I think it's like this, whatever the second week is, it's going to start somewhere around there, or the third week. I don't know. Not important. So I think next week they're not gonna say anything else besides this the stuff with Hyrule Warriors. So we're not gonna get anything next week. And at that point, you're 2 weeks out, you're a week out. Like, no, we're not hearing anything from them until E3. And obviously, as we talked about earlier, my track record on trying to predict what Nintendo is going to do is spotty at best. I would say that's actually overselling it. But I would say at this point, like, we should expect E3 to be a big Zelda blowout. I don't see anything. I don't see any other way around it at this point. I think they're starting to show little things here and there. And I think we're going to continue to get those little announcements. Just this here, this there, this there. Just get that little stuff out of the way, or little details about certain games as we come up. And then we're going to get, oh man, I really think Zelda and Mario Kart 9 are going to be what we come out of this E3 with, just losing our minds over.
I think we will have in our hands by Christmas. We will have Mario Kart 9 in our hands for Christmas.
I think so.
And
I honestly think so.
I think we're going to have Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask in our hands by Christmas.
Right. I'm I'm with you on that. I mean, like I said,
Maybe throw in a couple
nobody
Amiibos.
listen to me. You guys know my predictions. How
Listen
they
to
go,
me.
But I'm
My
telling you right now.
My predictions. We've heard your predictions a lot. At least not in the podcast, but because obviously it's a new podcast. But as far as like your streams and everything, we've heard them a lot, and you've definitely been right on some things. You even called Mario Golf seconds before it was announced. So
yeah, but I mean, come on, man.
I'm
wasn't the only one talking about Mario Golf. I wasn't the only one.
I'm giving you credit where credit's due. Okay, so for
All
me, my I'm talking about me now. It's all about me now. Okay, I'm the real star of the show. Obviously, it's the Geeb and Drip podcast now. Sorry to let you know.
Yes, I actually meant to change the logo today.
Yeah,
put your name first.
I'll just flip it. But yeah. So my prediction is yet to be predicted here, or yet to become fruition. My prediction is September. We're gonna get, obviously I'm not dumb. We're getting stuff for Zelda E3. That's no doubt. But I think it's not gonna be a Zelda Direct. We're not getting a Zelda Direct in E3. We're just getting Zelda information. I think, like you just said a second ago, we're getting a Zelda blowout in this year. But I don't think that it's all gonna happen on one day. I think we're getting some information.
You think it's September?
I think the Zelda anniversary, 35th anniversary Direct,
like Mario will
happen in September, and we will get games coming out weeks after that, months and weeks. Some games like Breath of the Wild 2,
I'll tell you this,
will be pushed.
I'll tell you this 100%. Yeah, if it's that far back, yeah, we're gonna get games real quick. I don't think it's gonna be. I think E3 is where.
Dude,
where
we're already.
do this.
Can you believe we're already in 5 months into 2021?
I know.
We're not. It's not new anymore. 2021 is. We're we out
almost
here now,
halfway through.
Okay, so
I know it's crazy.
We're gonna get information. We're gonna get lots of information with E3, but we're getting stuff in late 2021, which we're approaching, believe it or not. And that means that's why I think September will be the Zelda Direct. And then we will get stuff coming, like maybe we'll just say the first week. We'll say September 7th.
Okay.
Geeb called it. So then the 21st is going to be the game.
He's on record now, everybody. You heard it.
September 21st, or I'll say the first Friday in September. Whatever. I don't know what that is. I don't.
And when you're wrong, you can come hang out with me in the don't predict stuff because you're wrong boat.
The first Friday in September is Friday the 3rd. So we'll get a Zelda Direct Friday the 3rd. We will get an announcement on September the 1st, which is Wednesday.
Look at this guy.
Look at this guy. Listen to me. It works out perfectly because they always do stuff on Wednesday. Wednesday the 1st, September 1st, we are getting an announcment for Direct. It's happening on September 3rd.
So hard.
September 3rd.
Okay, you know what?
And then we're getting the first Zelda drop physical game in our hands by the 21st of September, which is a Tuesday. I think we'll probably get it in our hands probably at least 2 weeks after that. So I'll say,
man, I'm with it. I'm holding you to this. If it happens before or after, we're doing this thing you made me do. Now I got to play Rocket League.
Here we go. What are we betting? What are we betting?
I don't know yet. I don't know. This is going to be another one we're going to have to table till next week.
I have an idea.
Miitopia thing and this. No, you don't get to make the idea. This is mine.
Well, dude,
it's going to be.
I hope your idea is what I'm thinking because I'm gonna hate it. So I think. I'll tell you. Maybe I won't. We'll see. We'll talk off camera after this podcast is over and we talk to the chat on stream. Maybe I'll tell you guys what I think I would hate.
Okay. Anyway, that's what we're doing. We'll table this till next week for sure.
Beautiful.
But I think E3 is going to be something special for Zelda this year. I'm expecting a lot. Like I said, I'm still all on board with four games besides Breath of the Wild 2. I think Breath of the Wild 2, I think E3 is going to be where we see Breath of the Wild 2 just slap, dude. I think we're going to see some serious stuff from Breath of the Wild 2.
You could be completely right. And look, that could be the big news at E3 is an announcement.
I'm putting a video out on that this week.
But that doesn't mean like you said a second ago, we are going to get a big... Excuse me, I had bodily functions I could not control. We could be getting serious, other than Breath of the Wild 2. Like we could be getting a lot of information in after E3. I'm saying September, but whenever that is,
they're gonna say but they're gonna say They're gonna give us all this information. They're gonna show us some stuff, and then they're gonna say Q1 2022.
Yep,
and that's all we'll see from it till fall, and then we'll see something else. We'll see the last bit, and then before it comes out, we'll get that Breath of the Wild 2 direct like we get for all the big games. And then we'll be sailing, man. We'll be sailing, literally, because we will be going to different islands
in Wind Waker.
in Breath of the Wild too.
Oh.
They'll be out there.
Oh.
It's gonna be great.
Okay.
And under the water. I got a whole video coming on, man. It's gonna be great.
Can we swim underwater? You think?
Yeah, we can.
Ooh.
Yes. And Hari and I talked about this too. Another good one underwater. You got to be able to use your sword underwater. It's a big thing. It's a big thing.
Hey man, I'm looking forward to that. Do you have anything else to add before we close today's podcast?
I mean, that's it. I think with all the predicting that I've done and hoping that I've done, seeing a lot of it not come, just little tiny pieces. I do think E3 is it. I will probably be disappointed if we don't get big Zelda news at E3 at this point. I will probably be a little bit disappointed. So that's really all I got.
Yeah. Well, guys, this is going to wrap up today's podcast. For those of you in the stream, we are not done. Stick around, and we will get to all your super chats and your questions in just a second. For those of you listening on the podcast, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Don't forget to follow the Drip and Geeb YouTube channel for the video format of this podcast and the live stream upload to that channel. Make sure to tune in every Friday at 9:30 Eastern for the streams on Drip's YouTube channel. You can check me out, Uncle Geeb, on Twitch and on YouTube. Just go ahead and search Uncle Geeb. And you can check out Drip Media Gaming on Twitch and YouTube. Again, just search Drip Media Gaming. On Twitch, I believe it's actually Drip Media. Also, just a quick thank you to all of Uncle Geeb's, my patrons, and also Drip's members. Guys, thank you so much. All that stuff really goes a long way. Helps us to continue to create content like this. And again, guys, thank you so much for listening. And we will see you guys next week.
Later.
Oh, and end your thing.
I've ended it. And stop.
In the name of law.
Chat, what's up?
I gotta see.
What are you guys doing?
I don't even see the chat. Where's the chat?
I want to see how many people are mad at me for talking so much shit on the Amiibo.
I have to use
I don't even look. I don't even want to look up that far.
I'm 2 beers down. I'll be right back. You talk to the chat.
All right, you're good. Yeah, listen, guys. I saw a little bit of hate coming in there. I didn't look too hard, but you know what? It is what it is. Oh man. Oh, Naruto, that's pretty good. If Geeb loses, Geeb has to play the entire game of Miitopia, and he has to prove that he beat it. Alex, first Drip and Geeb podcast live. I'm glad you're here live, man. I'm just glad you're here at all. I'm glad all you guys are here. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. We enjoy doing it. I can tell you that. We talked about it today. Like we really have enjoyed, we've done some kind of privately with some of you guys to be able to see just the members, but this is fun. I like doing this. We're not leakers. We're not like big news people. We're just having fun. So a little bit different format than a lot of stuff you see out here, but it's all for fun. I'll show that. Miitopia is a long ass game. So well, here's the problem. Even if he's wrong, we won't know till September 1st? Oh, and I'll waste him on that day. I'll call him like 55 times. It's gonna be hilarious. Cheap chair fund. Nice. Oh, there was a super chat. Hang on. There was one. We have to go way up here for it. I'm not even sure if there was a question, but I got to go back to it.
I can't see those such things, so that'd be your job.
Nickel J, $2 with a little dog with hearts.
Nickel J, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Okay, so no question. If there are any questions, you guys fire them in now. Listen, we are also going to be in the Discord voice chat after this, while I do all the stuff to make sure this goes up tomorrow on time. And we're going to be talking, and we might play Knockout City. It's free. So if you guys want to hop in on that, download it now. And once we actually get over there, we can hop in. It looks like, it's fun. It looks like it's fun. It's dodgeball. How can dodgeball not be fun, right? What is it? Dip, dive, dodge, duck. What the hell is it?
Oh man, Adam with the
Adam.
$9.99 Geeb cut off shirt fun to show off those guns. I'll give you a little look. If you guys missed last week's podcast video form, go check it out on our YouTube channel, Drip and Geeb. I don't have any wet guns. I don't. You guys were looking at fat lobs. I'm not gonna. I used to lift. I used to lift, bro. Did you know I used to lift?
Yeah, bro. No, but listen, you walked in with the tank, man. You should have known.
Well, actually, I was going to mention on the podcast, my Sixers are the #1 seed in the East, which is why that night is the night that they clinched the #1 seed. So I wore the Sixers jersey as they won. They did it. They're the #1 seed. Adam, suck it.
Oh my God, there's so much stuff about you and your Miitopia take.
Really?
That was a little bit of a heated issue there. I saw him coming in. Narchu might kill you, possibly.
Well, Narchu, you're a child.
Samantha's
so,
been agreeing because I looked over at that because I was like, man, because I did not expect that take from you. To be honest, I did not expect that take.
I didn't enjoy it.
So here's what it is. Narchu just made this, and I absolutely love it. If you lose this bet, you have to play Miitopia all the way through, and you have to prove to me that you played it all the way through.
Here's why I disapprove of that. Not because no. But listen to me, okay? Listen.
Because you do not have any faith in your prediction.
I'm poor, and I'm not asking for money. I'm just saying
I'll buy you the game.
I'll
buy you the game.
I'm poor,
I'll buy you the
and
game.
I cannot. If I'm gonna buy a game, it's gonna be for my streams.
I will save a few dollars a month right now. So when we get to September, if it comes, I will have $60 to buy Miitopia for you.
That's coming out of your cut of the super chats. That's that.
Okay. Well, yeah, whatever we got to do with it, that's fine.
If that's a deal you want to make, I'm not going to encourage it. But if you want it, I will accept it. As long as I don't have to pay for the game.
What was yours? I want to hear yours. What was it?
Wait, hold on. What was it? Fudge. I mean, what was it?
You don't even remember what it was.
No, man, I totally forget. I will remember. I will remember, and I will let you know. Absolutely. I'm not scared of it.
Okay, well, like I said, we're going to table that for next week anyway.
Yeah.
I didn't even look. Are there any questions or any other comments that we need to read? Go ahead and do me a favor. Read through some of this stuff here that's on screen right now, and see, because it's all directed at you. I just want to let you know.
I don't see anything on screen. What are you talking about? In the chat
in the chat here, yeah. About Miitopia.
Is it recent comments?
Narchu has one. Miitopia is not for kids.
Miitopia is for kids. How can you say that it's not for kids? It's literally for kids. It's the dialogue. It's like a half a sentence long.
Hold on a second, Samantha. I did see one comment from you as I looked over. Samantha really does hate me. I think she actually hates me. She said, yeah, Miitopia is for kids. Drip will love it because he's like a little kid.
Oh man,
I saw that. I was like, what a jerk.
Miitopia is for adults. Geeb. Geeb doesn't have imagination. I mean, adults typically have a worse imagination than kids. That's why kids have a better imagination.
Holy crap!
That's why games that require imagination are for kids. Which is why Miitopia
Adam
is a child's game.
Adam.
Did he rip me a new one?
No. This is very interesting. I wonder if he's serious because man,
it's on screenshot.
Okay, so Adam says if the Sixers win the championship,
I'll
buy Geeb he left. Adam, that's a lot. That's a lot of Switch games, brother. Maybe like first parties.
I just ran. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, now listen. Adam says if the Sixers win the championship, he's gonna buy you the entire Switch library.
Adam, I'll take my library physically. I'll give you my mailing address. That's fine.
I told him this. I said that's a lot. I said maybe just first party Nintendo.
I'll agree to that. First party.
Because good lord, he says easy money. He's not worried.
Now it's on, dude. Now the stakes for this are so much higher than my own personal want of them to win.
Narchu says, Adam, include Miitopia in the pack, please.
Hey, they'll win by September, so I mean that's the thing. If you might have to, you don't have to pay me anything. It'll be
it'll just be there.
Yeah,
it'll be there, and you can pull it out of the back of the line of games that you have, your physical game collection.
See, I don't see how that's controversial. It's a kid's game. It is. If it wasn't,
Samantha agrees. Okay, Samantha agrees with you. She said a few times that it's for kids. I'm gonna download it. I want to check it out now. I thought it looked interesting. Yeah. I mean, the fact that you can like make the people, and then make them like, characters in the game. I think that's fun. I don't know. I would have a lot of fun just making characters.
It is fun. I mean, I got to use my little Uncle Geeb guy who has a sunglasses. He's bald, has his sunglasses. I mean, it is fun. I got to make Abby the Dark Lord in the game. You get to pick and choose who. If you have currently made Miis, you can use them in the game and use them as different characters. So like, there's like a big enemy of the game, so you can choose your any. So yeah, I mean that was fun to have Abby being the Dark Lord evil person. That was fun. But yeah, I mean, it's a kid's game. That's not if you want to say it's a good game or a bad game, that's on you. I think it's bad, but you saying it's not a kid's game, that's not true. It is for kids. It is.
I'm gonna check it out.
Why would a first party Nintendo game come out at $49.99 if it wasn't for kids?
We will be we'll definitely be coming back to that very briefly early next week, because I'm gonna check this out. Dude, let's we didn't talk about this in the actual, the recorded part of this, but dude, next month we can talk about this next week. Like, next month is loaded with games.
Oh, I can't wait, man.
Loaded. I forgot we're getting Tony Hawk next month.
Oh, I can't wait for that. More of my money.
I know.
Out the door.
Yeah, that one's a must. That's it, man.
Oh yeah. No, I cannot wait to play handheld Switch.
You know whose video I watched that I saw it in my feed and I was like, oh yeah. Miss Bubbles from the Discord.
Oh yeah. Is that
she
today's
put a video out today? It was a video about the games coming out next month, and I was like, holy crap, there are some games coming out next month. Like,
I did not get a chance to I ever since I saw her posting in Discord, I have been watching her videos. I did not watch today's, but I absolutely will.
I watched it right before I watched Bad Batch. Which Bad Batch?
Man, I wish we could. I wish I could have watched it. Talk about that.
I like that show. Man, I like that show.
I have one question. Was it still like a 20-minute episode?
It was still short, yeah. Mandalorian characters coming in though. It's cool. Well, not a surprise. Not a surprise. I mean, we knew these were coming. They were literally in trailers.
Still happy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can, as soon as you turn it on, when you go to the menu, you're gonna be like, "Oh, I know. Okay, yeah."
Okay. I mean, fair enough. I think
not a spoiler.
Well, I think I know who it is. I think I already know who it is.
Yeah, you do.
I do. She was in. She was also in.
Yes, she. Yes. Yep. You know who it is.
Okay.
Yep. Wasn't a spoiler. We knew she was coming, but she's in this episode. She's cool. Voiced by the same person, which I thought was very cool.
Same person from Clone Wars or same person from Mandalorian?
No. Oh wait. What are you talking about? We ain't talking about some other people here.
We'll talk in the Discord. How about that?
Okay. It's Okay. Brett says he has Tony Hawk on Xbox. I have Tony Hawk on PlayStation 4, but I played it like 3 times because I talked about this last time we talked about Tony Hawk. I can't be. I don't live that kind of life where I can just sit here and play on that. Like, it needs to be.
Yeah.
Needs to be here. Gotta have it here.
Children's.
Because I'll do it. I'll sit down here if I have the time to do it. But man, like I play a game about as much as I played that game, like 3 or 4 times.
Ooh, here's something from
hold on. Oh. I'm not mad at you for the Amiibo thing, but you don't have to buy the Amiibo if you don't want. I totally agree with that. I think Nintendo might come out with more.
You want to go ahead and answer that first?
I think it would be profitable for them to come out with more Skyward Sword Amiibo. I don't think they will, though. I think this is the one. I think if there were more than one, they probably would have put them both or all out now.
Yeah.
And I agree completely. I 100% agree with your take on if you don't want to buy it, you don't have to buy it. 100%. I'm pissed off about what they put in it because I don't think it's right. I don't think that the people who can't afford to buy the Amiibo but want that should have to deal with that after they just paid for a $60 game. It's a simple quality of life upgrade, which I just don't think should be locked behind another $25 paywall when you're already charging $60 for a remade game. Like, again, I'm fine with the $60 price tag for the remade game. I get it. It's Nintendo. Cool with that. But when you start taking those quality of life things and locking them behind more paywalls, I can't get behind that.
The whole point of them to release
it's too much. But I will say, Isaac, you're 100% right. You're 100% right. And I say it all the time. If you don't like it, don't buy it.
Yeah. The whole point of them releasing a $60 game that came out 10 years ago is to update it and give it those things that need to be done.
Are we doing this? Are we doing this? Am I just about to go nuts? Like, can we not?
You already went nuts. You don't have to go
completely lost it earlier. I'm sorry. I'm fucking. I'm mad about it. Okay.
Hey, wait, hold on.
I'm passionate.
You're
about
what? You're
that.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear that or
put it in the swear jar. Well, this one's demonetized.
Here it is. Swear jar. There we go.
Okay, Samantha just confirmed it was only 50 with the Wiimote. It was only 50, and it came with an actual music CD.
A whole CD. Back in the day when we had streaming music, but it was not.
But listen to this.
Like this.
Do you remember what a CD used to cost? About $12 to $15.
For some of the expensive ones were more like 20, but yeah.
Yeah. So you're getting an actual controller for a game system, a music CD, and a whole ass brand new game.
And like
for $50.
For those of you who are thinking CDs are worthless, this is in the day where CDs were not worthless. They
well, let me tell you this right now.
Music on
CDs, that one CD, the Zelda 25th Anniversary Orchestra CD. Yep. You know where that's at right now? That's in my truck in the CD player. It's the only CD I have in my truck.
There you go. You know, it's the only CD I have in my car right now. It is the best hits of Billy Joel.
Ooh, that's nice, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Slaps, man.
That doesn't beat my orchestra, but that's damn nice.
It is.
That is real nice.
One of these days, I'll show you my whole record collection. I got lots, like physical, actual vinyl records. I got lots of them.
Yeah, Cassie says I agree, especially since so many other Zelda games came with fast travel for free. Yeah, because it's just a feature of the game.
If they just would have included it into the game that they released, they're going to release in June, none of this would be talking. No one would be talking about it.
Make this Amiibo do something else. Like, let's look at the other. You didn't have to have the Amiibo for the other games.
Right.
They just added things. They just added like little things. Like the one was what the hell was the one called? Cave of Shadows or something like that. Where you could upgrade your wallet or something to like stupid heights in Twilight Princess. Hari knows. Hari, put in the chat. He knows both of them. He knows what both of them do. I guarantee it. Brett probably does too. But if you guys know, put them in the chat so I can actually compare this. Because they didn't do what this does. It's too much. It's too much. They've crossed a line here.
Yeah.
Cave of Shadows. Yeah, okay. So I got the name right. And then it upgraded your wallet. So you could hold like 999,900 whatever.
Right.
And Wind Waker didn't have an Amiibo. It didn't come with one. I mean, it has Amiibo, but it didn't come with one then. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
It's just I don't like it. I think they've reached just a little bit too far for that one.
I don't really see any more questions here.
We have one right here. What do you think? What do you guys think of Mario Golf Super Rush? I am absolutely pumped for that game. I cannot wait.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm super excited for that.
I'm so happy that game is going to be using the new online because that the speed golf, the speed rush golf, like that looks absolutely insane. And we didn't even talk about that. Do you realize that?
Mario Golf?
Yeah, they put out a trailer for that this week. A huge trailer.
Yeah, but we already knew. We knew.
Yeah, I mean we did, but we got to see all the characters. We got to see some of their like special. There was some stuff we probably could have covered. We didn't. It's fine.
I cannot. My stream is just. Is everyone else? Can you guys see the stream still? Because my stream has just absolutely crumbled. Can't. It's not loading at all.
Well, I can see what our connection is on my side, and we're excellent connection. So
good. Okay. Well, I'm struggling over here.
I did get an error for a second, but it was only for a second. I don't think it was visual. I think it was audio. So
okay,
it should be fine. We're probably gonna wrap it up here anyway. Hold on, we got one more. Who said that? Drip, what do you think about Diddy Kong Racing coming to the Switch? I think it would be cool. Now, what about this? What if everybody thinks there's a Donkey Kong game coming out, but it's actually Diddy Kong Racing? I don't think that would happen this year. One, I don't think that would happen this year because I think this is the year of Mario Kart 9. Again, don't listen to me because I don't know anything, clearly. I feel like this is probably a good year for Mario Kart 9. If this is the year for Mario Kart 9, we are not going to be seeing Diddy Kong Racing. No way. But Diddy Kong Racing on the Switch would be awesome. Even the original.
That'd be
if we could just get the original just moved over, that'd be great.
By the way, before we end it off here, did you notice midway through the podcast my the back cut out my stream didn't cut, but the background picture cut out, our frames cut out, and I was afraid my computer was about to crash. Did you see that?
I did not.
I panicked. I don't know if anyone in the chat could see that moment of my panic. I went because the stream could hear. The stream heard the Windows sound, the boo-doo, as if something disconnect the disconnect sound, like I unplugged the USB. It was like, well, the disconnect, because it was like doo-doo-doo, and then I'm like, and then it went boop boo boo, and then the stream lagged a tiny bit, but then the background came back, the frame came back. I was
yikes!
I panically checked the audio to make sure that was still going. Like, did the audio just get corrupted? Like, what just happened? But yeah,
I'm hoping they talk about the Donkey Kong game at E3. I think we'll hear something about Donkey Kong at E3. I think for sure. Can Geeb hit us with the flex?
Oh wait, hold on. Only for super chats. No, I'm just kidding.
There it is. You got hit with it. There it is. I don't see Mario Kart 9 because kind of Mario Kart 8 says, listen, no. That's a backwards way of thinking about business. Just because something is selling doesn't mean you just don't put the new one out. That's the way this business works.
Listen to last week's podcast. We talked about that.
Yeah, they're gonna put this thing out. It's coming. It's coming. This is the year. I'm telling you. All right, guys, listen. What we're gonna do is we're gonna move this party right here over to our Discord voice chat. It's open to everybody. So if you're in there, join us in there here in like
30 seconds.
A minute after I stop talking. If you're not in there, we'll put a link right here so you can be in there. Someone will, I'm sure. Ari will do it. He's here. He's right there.
He's the man.
Yeah, hop in there. We'll be in there talking. We may, if enough people have it downloaded, we may try this game out. We may do this Knockout City thing. I did download it. I think it's on the Monster Hunter Switch, which is... We'll have to figure that out. I'm not sure what that is. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out for the podcast. This was a great one. Obviously, I love talking about Zelda, so I had a good time. We'll be back not next week. Next week is Geeb night. Last Friday of the month. Next week, come back to the same place. We'll be here playing games. No podcast live next week. I don't know if we're going to do one yet. We haven't really talked about it. We'll figure it out.
It'll be on Twitch, though, right? Not here.
Oh, yeah. It won't be here. It will be on Jeeb's Twitch. Correct.
Yeah.
Jeeb's Twitch.
Search Uncle Geeb on Twitch.
Yeah. Or just drop the link in the chat.
Yeah, Hari.
Hari's going to do it. He's on it. All right. So, guys, yeah, we'll see you over in the community chat on Discord. And if not, I'll have a video for you guys on Monday. This will be available over on the Drip and Geeb channel tomorrow morning.
There will be
If you missed any part you wanted to see the live video of, especially me freaking out about the Amiibo, that'll be there tomorrow morning. I'm going to start on that right now. So you can see that. And take it away,
there will be a podcast next week, just to be clear. We will just pre-record it. It will not be live. So just to be clear on that.
See, I don't make these decisions, guys. So
I mean, we haven't talked about it. But
Geeb makes these decisions. We haven't talked about it. Obviously, this decision has already been made.
I will make him.
No,
we will make him. Guys, just spam him in Discord to get him to make a date with me next week. We're gonna Drip and Geeb date. We can record.
It's fine. I'll record it from down at the studio. Totally fine.
Absolutely.
All right. It'd be great.
So I mean, you want me to end this again? Should I end the stream as well, or do you want to? It's your channel.
You're gonna have to end the stream. I don't have control over it.
Well, I meant like
stream
outro. Like, see you, homies. Click. Like you.
I
can do my spiel again.
Hey, as always, guys, thanks for watching this video. Please leave a like. Make sure you're subscribed, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Gotta do the thing. Good.